PubMatic's unique selling point. Wow. Just do I have to limit it to just one? But So PubMatic is an automated automation solutions company for an open digital internet. So what that means basically is that we provide publishers tools to help them enable the value of their digital properties. And the unique selling proposition is that for 10 years, PubMatic has really thrown its hat on the publisher side. So at its very heart is a technology company. The founders are technology and engineers, and that's true to the DNA of PubMatic. So data, technology innovation has always been at the core of the business, and leveraging that for publishers to help just push programmatic for the publishers and for the industry. So just that core of that publisher interest and technology and data at its DNA level, really.
So target clientele would be publishers.
Yes, primarily publishers.
So what do you recommend your clients, server to server, browser based, or a mixed model approach?
So I think a mixed model approach is what's necessary now, right? You have a lot of publishers that have a lot of investments in their client side header bidding strategies. There are a lot of demand sources that are on the client side and don't have plans to go server to server right now. So a publisher, for them, it's important to protect the current monetization, but start investing in server to server and future-proof their business. So that's one of the reasons. That's how PubMatic has structured their header bidding and wrapper products in allowing for a hybrid model so that publishers can easily work between the client side and the server side.
So where do you think the main market pressure is coming from?
I think it's ad tech. There's always the buzz. If this publisher is doing it, then I should be doing it, or I'm gonna get left behind, and really just that pressure of like fear of missing out, right? Before there's an actual solid base of knowledge to make decisions, just because the industry moves so fast. So for publishers, there's this pressure of everyone is going to server to server. Server to server is going to clear up all the issues with latency. It's the panacea to all the problems that we have on the client side. But there needs to be like a real evaluation of what are our needs, what are our limitations, and what does server to server currently provide versus what's the promise of server to server. Just because the demand sources aren't necessarily all there yet. It's so early on that even the mechanics haven't been fully fleshed out. So I think that's where the pressure comes, that pressure of, oh, this is the next latest and greatest thing. Company A is doing it, and I'm not doing it, so I'm falling behind.
So do you think that's why header bidding has grown in such popularity?
I don't think header bidding per se, that's why it's grown in popularity. I think just all the noise around server side header bidding. Header bidding in terms of growing in popularity, it's really just the function of what header bidding enables, right? Not necessarily the mechanics of header bidding, of having a tag on the header. It's really this idea of getting an impression out to multiple demand sources and realizing the true market value on an impression by impression level, and getting that information in real time to enable better ad decisioning. So this idea of returning ad decisioning back to the publisher. And so that's what header bidding, that's the function really at its core that it does. It returns that ad decisioning back to the publisher.
So what do you think the future of header bidding looks like?
So the future of header bidding. So I don't think header bidding is going away anytime soon. It's incredible the progress that's been made in the last 2 years in header bidding. It's absolutely like incredible. PubMatic has had a header bidding product in place for about 3 years. It's really within the last 2 years that we've seen the header bidding hit a tipping point and really transform the industry. So within the last 2 years, we've seen everything from just header bidding, client-side wrappers, in-app video, move to server-side. The future for header bidding is going to be beyond making a simple decision of this auction or this bid was higher than that one, so this one will serve. I think it's going to be more about just this concept of returning ad decisioning back to the publisher, so the publisher can also decision on other factors such as, I want to go with demand source A over B. Even though A might not be the highest price, I am getting other things from A in terms of access to data, longer term commitments. So header bidding to enable some of those decisionings to become smarter and more sophisticated, that's where header bidding is moving towards.